From London, England, where the Queen lives.
Recorded live from an underground bunker and packaged into an MP3 with a pretty little picture. Helping to kickstart your day with the motivation and inspiration you need 365 days a year. This is the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. And this is your host, Chris Jaggs.
Good morning. Welcome to the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. I am your host, Chris Jaggs from LearnDevelopLive.com. Let's welcome our special guest here today, August. Yes, the sunshine-filled month of August is upon us, and of course, it's raining. Only in the UK can the weather be the opposite of what it's meant to be. Anyways, this episode is all about how you can go about getting yourself a brand new, shiny, new box job, even if it's impossible right this second. Sometimes it's all just down to approach. Now, wouldn't it be great if you could just ask Alexa to find you a new job? Hey Alexa, find me a new job. We wish it was that simple. But launching yourself into looking for work without planning is like going to a supermarket when you're hungry. You will leave with all sorts of things, and half of it you won't actually eat. But it was a good idea at the time, right? Now, surrounded by the bewildering array of choices, you will also lose focus. The process will take longer, you'll probably spend too much, and you'll end up home to find you've made some very bizarre decisions. However, with a little bit of structure, looking for a job can be straightforward. Now, before we get into this, let's have those messages.
The Learn, Develop, Live podcast, trying to help you understand this crazy world we live in.
If you've got a question, comment or idea, you send an email to chris@learndeveloplive.com. Everyone gets a mention. You're listening to the Learn, Develop, Live podcast.
Welcome back. How are you doing? So, are you ready to look for a new job? Now, whether you recently lost your job or just in the market for something new, job hunting can be time-consuming, unsure, and definitely painful at times. Some people just jump right in, start applying to anything and everything they see. But of course, this is just a waste of your time. Remember, you're looking for the next stepping stone in your career path, and a company you'll hopefully spend many years at if you aren't looking to work for yourself in some way. Not to mention a place and new people that you're going to spend more time with than your own home and family. So this is something you really need to get right. Now, I spent almost 18 years in retail, an industry that some people never make it out. And I was determined to make the break. And luckily, I did just that. It was possible. Now, there is a certain strategy that you can put into place that does work. It worked for me and has worked for countless other people that have come to me looking to escape their very own working hell. So let's prepare you for that brand new job search. If it's something that you've been doing before with no result, draw that line in the sand. This is your fresh start right now. It's good at first to have a little bit of soul searching and a little bit of reflection. Yes, this may sound like a step that you could just skip. Now, I would have done this a few years ago, but it's crucial to spend the time reflecting on your last position or where you are right now, the company, the successes, the potential failures to really understand what you should continue and where you could possibly take your direction next. You shouldn't really be looking for just any old job, and if you are, then that's an entirely different conversation. But if you're truly interested in finding a job that you will love, or at least tolerate well, that brings in a decent living, then you need to take the time to look for something that will be long-term and something that you might actually enjoy and even be good at. Start by sitting down and make a list of what went well in your last role. What did you enjoy? Maybe it's the role you have right now. What do you like doing the most? Did you receive any promotions or movement? Why did you get those? What feedback were you given in the terms of successes, and also what constructive criticism did you receive that can help you improve in the future? And don't stop there. What did you like about the company? What would you change? Make a list of pros and cons. You will be surprised at what you can uncover in doing this simple task. It's important to know your career goals. First, identify what type of career you want. Now, this is particularly important for people entering the workforce for the very first time or actually changing careers. Get recommendations from family, professors, career coaches, former co-workers. Make sure you have a clear and realistic goal. Determine how you plan to reach it, and note what qualifies you for that career path. These steps can help you narrow your job search to positions that you're passionate about and will help you advance professionally. Look to plan ahead. Organise yourself and your schedule to search for jobs more efficiently. Determine how many hours per day or what days of the week you will dedicate to job hunting or networking. Trying to do too much without a break will burn you out. And before my escape from retail, my job searching, especially on a late shift, would take place at 1:30 in the morning after getting home. Definitely not the best time to be doing that. You're tired, not focused, and you just feel like scrolling through many different vacancies. Get help with your CV, resume, and your cover letter. Ask someone to proofread your CV or resume and your cover letter for errors, as well as offer you advice. Some job seekers even choose to work with a professional CV writing service or resource to save time and enhance your resume and your cover letter. Now, working in retail, I have seen hundreds of CVs, and the worst presented will still be they're handwritten in pencil and photocopied. Yes, this really happened. And I have used a professional CV writing service myself a few years back. Not a lot on it was changed, as you provide what you pretty much want and what you'd like to include, but it was really good just to get that seal of approval by a professional that the layout and information that was presented the right way. Look to use all job search resources available. Long gone are the days of looking in the local paper to find that job advert. You can now take full advantage of the plenty job search options there now are. There are plenty of online manual searches. Take advantage of all the job search options. This might include reaching out to companies or hiring managers in person, attending career fairs, searching social media, or use a career counselling service. It's definitely well worth getting yourself onto the job search engine to find the openings as well. Once you've got that CV or resume up on those websites, those recruiters who are looking to fill those vacancies, they'll be the ones coming after you, and they'll be the ones offering you opportunities that you may actually be interested in. You basically put yourself in the shop window and see what comes your way. Get yourself signed up for those daily and weekly job alert emails as well. It's important to also customize your CV or resume and your cover letter. Adapt them to each job you apply for. Study the job description to determine why you are a great fit. Then, add your skills, experience, and measurable achievements that are relevant to that position. Hiring managers who look through these CVs should be able to read yours and quickly know if you have the skills for the position. Some places even use CV reading machines. Having those special messages and those buzzwords in will help you stand out with the technology. Simplify this step. Have templates of your CV and resume and your cover letter ready to customize. Keep key sections such as your education and contact information the same, but just personalize your abilities or past duties to fit the job that you're actually applying for. You should look to apply with confidence. Apply for those jobs that you're interested in, even if you only meet some of those requirements. Depending on the position, employers might hire motivated individuals who learn quickly and provide them with the skills training on the job. If you meet a portion of a job's qualifications but believe you can still succeed in that role, just apply. Include examples of your work ethic and ability to learn new skills in your CV and resume. Emphasize how your goals align with those of the company. Now, identify examples of your own skills. Now, people tend to remember engaging stories and examples over lists or facts. Plan ahead of identifying personal experiences or accomplishments that highlight the skills needed for a certain job. And those who do have a cover letter and use those during the networking opportunity or job interviews, use the STAR method: situation, task, action, and result to tell your story effectively. And we're going to look at the STAR method in a future episode, probably next week, to really open up on that. Prepare for those interviews. Now look to research common interview questions, create responses for them, and practice those responses before you go to the actual interview. Want to ask a friend or professional contact to do a practice interview with you? If you're well prepared, you'll be more confident and comfortable when you do get to that next interview. The more experience you have, the easier it will be. The follow-up is something that some people recommend, but not everyone does it. After a job interview, send the hiring manager a thank you note. If you have not heard back from them after a week, just follow up with a phone call, maybe an email. When doing so, show your excitement and interest in the job. Now, while you wait for the response, continue searching for and applying for the jobs that interest you. You don't want to be putting all your eggs in one basket, as they say. And finally, expand your skills. Now, if you're entering the workforce or starting a brand new career, you might need more training or experience to get that job. Consider getting an internship or volunteering with an organisation of your desired industry while applying for those jobs. Use those opportunities to expand your network of contacts or advance to a full-time position. You might also want to take online courses or attend workshops to build certain skills or learn technologies and processes relevant to your industry. Update your CV and resume as you gain more experiences and your accomplishments. There are many different pathways to learn that brand new job of yours, and the biggest thing to advise you about any of the above is preparation. The more you prepare, the better you'll feel when you get to that particular stage of the job search. Now, next week, we can look at the STAR method, the situation, task, action, and result. And we can use that to tell your story effectively and show those recruiters just how good you are with all your examples that you give. Now, if you'd like to leapfrog the others and get some help and advice in getting your job search off the ground and running, get that flying start, you can book your slot on my calendar at ldlcall.com. Start to get yourself moving in the right direction, because forward is the only way to go. Have yourself an incredible week and good luck with your search for your next big career move.
Learn, develop, live, helping you switch on those light bulbs you have hidden in your head.
Goodbye.
What? It's over already?
All over.
Thank you for listening to the Learn, Develop, Live podcast. I hope you feel as warm, motivated, and fuzzy inside as I do. You can connect with Chris at learndeveloplive.com or on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
I won't say goodbye. I'll just say until we meet again.
Until next time, join the motivation. Motivation.